was by far the most horrific thing that I've seen.
We have a 13-story building with most of the building gone. This is going to be a high priority. Not seeing many people on the balconies. There's no elevators. This is nothing. I mean, it almost resembles a trade center. Some people are evacuating, saying it sounds like they heard a bomb.
People living their daily lives, and that everything evaporated in an instant.
Rescuers are desperately searching for survivors right now in Surfside, Florida.
I'm concerned about my mom. I wonder if she was sleeping. I wonder if she got woken up. She didn't call any of us. Her phone goes to voicemail.
I was able to hear the boy that was pulled from the rubble. He was yelling, "Please don't leave me." His mom, we couldn't hear her, couldn't see her.
We walked out and we looked to the left, and the old 4 line is sheared in half, and it's like just gone.
There are over 100 units in that building. That's what is frightening us. We're all just scratching our heads, trying to imagine what in the world could have happened.
Good evening, I'm Manuel Bojorquez. Just over a week ago, the unthinkable happened here in Surfside, Florida. In the middle of an unremarkable soft summer night on the beach, everything changed with an ear-shattering eruption as the Champlain Towers South condo building simply collapsed, with dozens and dozens of sleeping residents inside. So many questions remain, and tonight we ask, what could have caused this tragedy? Could anyone have survived? What is being done to find them? In a special report for CBSN and CBS News, along with our Miami station WFOR, we get a look through the eyes of family members, residents, first responders, public officials, and experts. And we will seek some answers. But first, what happened on that fateful morning in Surfside?
Oh my God! What the hell? This is the incredible, unimaginable situation that none of us could have predicted.
The building, one of these huge buildings, gone. Right here beside us, the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It was by far the most horrific thing that I've seen.
It's very shocking.
Literally, the entire half of the building is completely demolished.
The building shook, and then I looked out the window and you couldn't see. I thought it was like a storm or something coming in.
Oh my gosh. This is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. They're just now pulling up. Cops just getting here, firefighters, the first one here.
What you're seeing behind me is the massive search and rescue effort that is underway here in Surfside, Florida, after a partial building collapse that happened around 2 this morning.
I heard a incredible bang. And we opened up the door from our apartment, and there was a huge pile of rubble and dust. And then this incredible fireman, he's operating this cherry picker, and he got all 5 of us into it with him there. I was so relieved.
It was awful. Kids, grown up screaming, women and children crying, and it was probably one of the worst experiences that I've ever witnessed in my life.
Well, we spoke to one man who was nearby when all this happened. He heard the commotion, he raced over. When he got there, he saw a young child.
As I got closer, I was able to see his hands sticking through the rubble, waving. It was just sheer panic. He just, please don't leave me. So I told him, we're right here. Fire rescue got over there, and they began to get him out.
A devastating morning here in Florida, no other way to put it. I want you to take a look at some images, what is a map view of the condo building before the collapse and what it looks like now. It is something reminiscent of a war zone.
Miami-Dade Fire Rescue at approximately 1:30 this morning responded to a 12-story, 136-unit apartment complex that had sustained a partial collapse.
I have friends there. My friends are missing. I don't have any clue of what happened to them since 2 a.m.
There are over 100 units in that building. The back of the building, probably a third or more, is just totally pancaked. Very filled up building, and we're all just scratching our heads.
I have friends that live there, and they have no idea because they were in the South Tower. There's no news yet.
This is a very sad moment in our community, and especially the city of Surfside, when something like this actually happens. It is important that all your prayers go out to the family members and those that are suffering right now.
They were on the side that collapsed?
Yes, 10th floor, looking at the beach.
And you haven't heard anything?
No.
Oh, no. And you haven't seen them in the hospital or anything? No word?
No, they sent me here.
And they're all missing?
They're all missing.
We're hoping for additional rescues, but we're also bracing for some potentially terrible news because it was a real catastrophe. For that to happen at 1 in the morning, I mean, these are folks probably, and it was mostly occupied, and so it's a really, really tragic thing.
Between firefighters and search and rescue crews, there are more than 100 people at the scene. This is dangerous work for them, work that will likely go on for days. They've heard what appears to be banging, but so far, no voices.
Just pray. Look, having seen that building from the other side, we have to all pray. We're going to all continue to work, but we need everybody to continue to pray.
Your mother, tell us what you know and what you're hoping for.
What we're hoping for is that they'll find her quickly and that she's still alive, and, you know, we just want to be with our mom.
Yeah.
So
she was the best, our best
is
friend.
The best.
And, you know, we can't live without her.